So right now we're in the very bustling old airport hawker center, which according to most people is the best hawker center you can visit in here in Singapore. So if you had one hawker center to visit when you stay here, they would say to visit this one. We're starting off with some clay pot, pig's liver, and some sambal kangkong. Thank you. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not used to having pig liver in this form, but it's just been cooked in the clay pot. It's just very fresh. A bit of soy sauce and oyster sauce and a bit of ginger. Let's try this out. It's like cut into thin slices. So let's try a piece of the pig's liver here. Wow. It's great that it doesn't have like the over irony flavor. It's very it is very meaty actually, just very meaty. It's cooked very well in all that sauce in the clay pot, and yeah, it just has a unique meaty flavor. It's not like overly gamey or overly livery in terms of the taste. It's very good. Now we have some sambal kangkong. So yeah, just some water spinach cooked it. Just some water spinach cooked in all the sambal paste. Wow, it's very good as well. Then they put a bit of shrimp paste in that. There's a bit of a fishy flavor. But yeah, the sambal gives it that nice kick, that nice spice. It's a very nice combination, goes very well together. And to have it together with the pig's liver, where you cut a bit of the meatiness with this vegetable flavor, it's really good. Next up, we ordered some curry puffs from Wang Wang. So we got one each of the black pepper and the original. And this is the black pepper, this is the original. I'll open it up to show you the inside, but it's just very flaky pastry right there. Let's take a look what it looks on the inside. Here we have the black pepper chicken. Let's try this one out. It's very hot on the inside. Very peppery, of course, with the black pepper. Chicken is very meaty, nice big chunks of chicken in there as well. But what I can tell right away is that the crust on the outside, the pastry, very flaky. It just breaks apart as soon as you bite it. And yeah, the black pepper chicken filling on the inside goes in as well. It's a bit of spice from just a bit of chili in the inside, but overall it's a very good combination. I will try the original one. So as you can see, it's in the same exact very flaky pastry. Let's try this one out. It's a bit more subtle compared to the black pepper chicken one. There's not as much spice, like the spicy flavor, but it's in the same extremely flaky and crispy pastry. The curry filling is a bit more subtle with the potatoes and less of the meat inside. But you can tell it's the original version. It's still it's a very solid version of curry puff. Very nice. Now we have a couple of noodle dishes here. We start with the Hokkien mee from Nam Sing. It's a very popular dish to get here at Old Airport. As you can see, different mixtures of noodles. We have some shrimp, some squid, and then they serve it to you with a bit of soy sauce, calamansi, and some chili. It's actually decent flavor, very good flavor on its own already. It's very savory, and you can tell that the different noodle textures combined in this dish. So let's see how it tastes with a bit more bit of sourness from the calamansi. Goes very well. Adds a bit of citrusy flavor from that calamansi. Yeah, just makes the noodle dish more diverse, I think, with the different flavor profiles. The second noodle dish we have is the prawn noodles from Whitley Road Prawn Mee. So I got the dry version. So on the left side we have just the noodles with some chili. On the right side we have the shrimp broth with all the shrimp head and some prawn slices as well. So I think I'll try just the broth on its own first. Looks very concentrated.
What's the name?
Oh wow, that's a very flavorful and concentrated shrimp flavor there. It's really good. Now I think I'll try to add some of this onto the noodles, just to splash it a bit. So here on the noodle side, we have some chili, and I think there's a bit of prawn also. It's mostly the chili. Let's mix it all in with some of the broth. The chili actually isn't too hot, but they have a very smoky flavor from the chili. More of a smoky than a hot flavor. And then I just added splashed a bit of the broth. So yeah, it has that slight shrimpy taste to it. I think if I add more, it'll be more of a concentrated shrimp flavor. And I also have a piece of the prawns here. Some sizable pieces here. Look at that. Very meaty prawns. I think it's a great noodle dish as well. And now to finish that meal, we have two kinds of cendol from Nyonya Cendol. One on the left is sweet corn, the one on the right is durian. So let's try what these versions of cendol taste like. We have the sweet corn on the left, so just a bit of syrup. It has the same pandan, those green pandan jellies, and then a generous amount of sweet corn. On the right side, similar, but we have, instead of the sweet corn, we have this like durian paste on top. Let's try the sweet corn first. Very refreshing. I think their syrup here is a bit more sweet, the one previously. But then the sweet corn adds a bit of crunch to all of this. It's a very nice contrast and very good combination. Try the durian one. So some durian paste. Wow, the durian flavor is definitely there. It has that it's not necessarily a funky aroma, but the durian really adds its own version of sweetness to the dish. And you can read that it's a durian version. So instead of the sweet corn, you have the durian, but most of the other elements are the same: the syrup, the pandan jelly, and the ice, of course. It's just different flavor.